Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Week 2 of the NFL is in the books, so now we are on to week 3 and my weekly NFL predictions. So here we go. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video with your friends. Every day we get closer to that 100 subscriber mark before the end of 2022. So if you can help me towards that goal, I would greatly appreciate it. All right, enough of me babbling. Let's get to my week 3 NFL predictions. All right, let's get to the previous week recap. So we got the Chiefs beating the Chargers, the Jets beating the Browns. I'm not sure how the Browns lost. They were just doing, Cleveland Brown things. So not really shocked by them throwing the game away. Lions beat the Commanders, which was I didn't expect it, or actually I did expect it because I predicted it, but yeah, still very strange to me. Buccaneers beat the Saints, finally beating them in the regular season. It just took Mike Evans knocking Lattimore out of the game, but yeah, it happened. Giants beat the Panthers. I definitely expected that one. I don't know, man. Baker's just not looking too good to me right now. Patriots beat the Steelers. Steelers, they just do not look good offensively. Their defense is pretty good. They need TJ Watt back immediately. Jaguars beat the Colts. I did not expect this one. 24-0. That is unacceptable for you not to score a single point, especially when you went and got Matt Ryan in the offseason. Colts need to reevaluate for sure. Dolphins beat the Ravens. That was an absolute just second half dumpster fire for the Ravens. That is definitely not what they wanted, but yeah, it definitely happens in the NFL, especially this year. Next game is the Rams and the Falcons. I don't know, man. I'm just not really sold on the Rams right now. They can still win games, and I will totally give it to them. I'm sure they will be either the 1 or the 2 seeds coming out of the NFC, but yeah, if the Falcons didn't turn the ball over as much, I think they would have lost this game. Next to the 49ers, beat the Seahawks. So you guys know I'm a Seahawks fan, and I am not shocked. I think I was just on such a high after week 1. So now I'm very low again with the Seahawks. So yeah, next is the Cowboys, the Bengals. Bengals, man, they have allowed, 13 sacks this season? 13 in 2 damn weeks. That is unacceptable. I don't know what they're doing. They said they went and got a whole new offensive line, so I'm not sure what's going on, but doesn't really seem that great. Broncos beat the Texans 16-9. And they signed Russ to 5 more years, man. And I'm not saying Russ is bad. I'm not going to say that, but this is pretty shit first 2 weeks for them, for the Broncos. Cardinals beat the Raiders. I expect the Raiders to do a little bit more fighting in this one, but it just didn't seem like it was in the cards for them. But it was in the cards for the Cardinals. Anyway, let's move on. Packers beat the Bears. No shock there. Aaron Rodgers really owns the Bears during his time in Green Bay. Bills beat the Titans. I expect the Bills to win, but 7 points from the Titans and 41 from the Bills. Bills were on a whole other level. I would not want to face the Bills this year. And the Eagles beat the Vikings. Vikings, their offense was very stagnant in this one, which they went and got an offensive head coach. So yeah, a little weird. But yeah, that is the recap of this previous week. And there's my record after week 2, 14-17-1. I definitely did a lot better. I went 8-8 this week. So yeah, it's only getting better from here. All right, and now I want to do a little bit of a different thing where we talk about just my personal power rankings. So I'm just doing my top 5. Sorry if you can hear my laundry, it just finished. So coming in at number 5, I got Tampa Bay. Coming in at number 4, I have the Miami Dolphins. Number 3, I have the Philadelphia Eagles. Number 2, I have the Kansas City Chiefs. And number 1, I have the Bills. Bills just look too good. Chiefs, I would hear an argument for them to be number 1, just because I haven't seen the Bills beat the Chiefs in the playoffs. But we're not talking about the playoffs. We're just talking about who's more impressive after the first 2 weeks, and I think the Bills were. Eagles offense looks damn fucking good. I am very high on the Eagles right now. Miami, you don't come back from a 21 deficit in the fourth quarter and me not to notice it. So yeah, I definitely think Miami's very good. And I can't bet against Tom Brady. I bet against him last week and he proved me wrong. You did prove me wrong. But yeah, So yeah, those are just my top 5. All right, now let's get to my week 3 picks. So we have Thursday Night Football, the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Cleveland Browns. So personally, I just don't see the Steelers offense right now. It's very non-existent, and I have very, very little faith in Mitchell Trubisky. And I do not expect him to keep this job throughout the season. I do expect them to go to their rookie, and I really think they need TJ Watt back. I think they would have beat the Patriots if they had TJ Watt, even with their offense only scoring 14 points last week. But then the Browns offense just doesn't really impress me. They win the games by a lot of running. So I think if you stop the run, I don't think they can do anything. I expect this to be a very defensive game. But yeah, I still got the Browns in this one. I just don't trust Mitchell Trubisky. I got the Browns 31, Steelers 24. I would not be surprised if this game was even lower scoring. But yeah, just because TJ Watt, I don't think he's going to be in this game. So yeah, I got the Browns in this one. All right, now let's get to the early window of games. We have the Houston Texans at the Chicago Bears. So I think the Texans have already lost faith in Davis Mills for some reason, even though they had the opportunity with that trade with Cleveland to get Baker Mayfield. So I'm not sure what their deal is. I thought they were kind of high on Davis Mills, but I guess not. So personally, I have no idea what Houston's doing. They do not look good. They do not look good on either side of the football. I don't know what this team's trying to do. I think they're trying to get either Bryce Young or CJ Stroud from college. So I guess we'll see. The Bears offensive line, like I say every week, looks bad. It does not look good whatsoever. I think if they improve that facet, I think I will have a lot more faith in this team. But yeah, I really like Justin Fields. I have the Bears winning this one. I got the Bears 20, Texans 10. I would not be surprised if this was even more lower scoring. But yeah, I got the Bears in this one. Okay, and our next game is the Las Vegas Raiders at the Tennessee Titans. So the Raiders, I just need to see more from Derek Carr. I need Derek Carr to prove to everyone he can be the quarterback that everybody keeps saying that he is. I just haven't seen it yet this season. But as soon as Derek Carr can get on the same page as I think everybody else's belief of him, I think this team can be super, super good. But yeah, all dependent on the Carr. Next, the Titans. Man, the Titans look so bad, especially against the Bills. I know the Bills are super good, but 7 points and you let up 41, and they were super just turning the ball over left and right. I really do think Ryan Tannehill misses A.J. Brown, but yeah, I just don't believe this team. And like I said, I know you cannot run with Derrick Henry every single week and expect to win every single game. That's just not the way the NFL is anymore. But yeah, I have the Raiders winning this one. I got the Raiders 30, Titans 20. My barber Fonz, I know he'll be really happy about this. So I'm rooting for the Raiders on this one. Next, we got the Kansas City Chiefs at the Indianapolis Colts. So Chiefs defense worries me a little bit. I know a lot of people are even less down on the Chiefs than I am. But I still think Mahomes can carry this team regardless of what their defense does. But as soon as their defense just tightens a few more screws, I think this is going to be the scariest team in the NFL. They look super good, and I would not be surprised if this team was even better than their Super Bowl team. So you heard it here first on that one. Next, Colts. Matt Ryan looks like the shell of what he was when he won the MVP in 2016. I don't know what to make of this team. I don't know what to make of Matt Ryan. The Jaguars, they always do play the Colts really close, but even then, it wasn't close. It wasn't close at all. 24-0. Their offense just did not score a single point. And I think the Colts should be very, very scared of this losing streak just continuing, and this season will be very bad for them. And I really feel bad for Jonathan Taylor. I like Jonathan Taylor. I think he's a really good running back. And like I have written here, I think they need to rely on Jonathan Taylor a lot more. And yeah, I think that would be a lot more beneficial for them. But nevertheless, I'm not betting against the Chiefs in this one. I got the Chiefs 42, Colts 17. Like I said, I do not expect the Chiefs to lose this game. I think the Chiefs are very, very good, and I expect Mahomes to be on some sort of revenge tour right now. So yeah, I got the Chiefs in this one. Okay, next we have the Buffalo Bills at the Miami Dolphins. So the Bills look like the best team in football to me. I will not bet against them right now. I think their offense is great. I think their defense is great. I think turnovers might just be their only problem, as well as injuries. And I have written here the Chiefs. Chiefs really do get the Bills in the playoffs, but we're not in the playoffs. We're in the regular season right now, so I would not be surprised to see the Bills getting the number 1 seed. But yeah, and then I have the Dolphins. It was a hell of a comeback last week, but don't expect that every single week, especially not against a really good team like the Buffalo Bills. But if they can start faster in these games, I expect them to be a very good playoff caliber team. But like I said, I'm not betting against the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills winning this one. Buffalo Bills 38, Miami Dolphins 30. I would not be surprised if this was a little bit closer, but I expect the Bills to score a lot of points. Okay, next we have the Detroit Lions at the Minnesota Vikings. So I'm going to be 100% honest. I really like the Lions. I think they're such an underdog team, and it's so easy to root for them. But I don't understand how their defensive line is as good as it looks, yet they give up so many points. I don't know. It's just very strange to me. I think if their offense can keep scoring, I think they can do a lot more damage this season, but I'm not sure how much damage that can be. I'm not saying the playoffs or anything like that, but I think they can win about 7 games, and it'll be a really interesting team. Vikings did not play well against the Eagles, and like I said, Kirk Cousins does not play well under the lights. I don't know what it is. I don't know if he just cowers under the lights or whatever the case may be. I just don't see Kirk Cousins playing well in big moments. It's just very, very unfortunate. I have it in here, feed Justin Jefferson. I think Justin Jefferson needs to be fed. Just give him the ball, find ways to get him the ball, and I think this team will be a lot better. Definitely a lot better than only scoring 7 points. And hopefully Kirk Cousins can take care of the football and not throw 3 picks every single game. But nevertheless, I do have the Vikings winning this one. I got the Vikings 31, Lions 30. I have this game being very close, but yeah, I guess we will see. But I have the Vikings in this one. All right, and our next game is the Baltimore Ravens at the New England Patriots. So it's a really, really shitty circumstance for the Ravens to have blown such a lead. I think they were up 21 points going into the fourth quarter. That's just really shitty. But yeah, it is what it is. You got to kind of just shake it off. It does look like they have been hit with the injury bug. Very unfortunate. I know this team was super injured last season as well, so it's just really shitty for them. You never want to see that for any team. I think they're going to rely a lot more on their offense to carry them rather than their defense. But if these players can start getting more healthy, I think this team can be just as good as we all think they can be. However, for New England, Mac Jones just doesn't wow me. I know they beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, but that really didn't mean anything to me. I still don't believe in this team, and I think if Mac Jones just keeps throwing the ball away or they keep fumbling as they have been doing, I think a lot of these better teams will just make them pay a lot more. But I have the Ravens winning this one. I have the Ravens 24, Patriots 20. I would not be surprised if this was a little bit lower scoring than what I have written, but as of right now, I got the Ravens winning this one. Okay, and our next game is the Cincinnati Bengals at the New York Jets. So the Bengals' new offensive line looks so absolutely dog shit. I have written here, for every single game that the Bengals O-line gives up 5+ sacks, they should forego their entire game check for that day. They should not get any money. They should not get paid for anything. They should give all that money to Joe Burrow, pay all of his medical expenses, give him all that money because they are absolutely shit. And I have no idea what the hell is going on here. Their defense is a little spotty as well, but when you're giving up 5+ sacks a game, he's been sacked 13 times in the first 2 games. What are we talking about? I saw a great point made by Shannon Sharp. This is exactly what happened to Andrew Luck, and look at where Andrew Luck is now. Please take care of Joe Burrow. He is the future of this league, and I don't want to see him get injured and not be able to play this game anymore. So please take care of him, Cincinnati. God. All right, let's get back to it. The Jets So I looked up this stat because I think I heard it while I was watching the game. So Joe Flacco's record against the Browns is 18-3. I don't know how he's that good against the Browns. He just likes playing the Browns. And I think they said he's 10-1 when he's in Cleveland, and they were in Cleveland last week. So I'm counting that a little bit as the reason that the Jets won last week. However, I still think the Jets are just not as good with Joe Flacco as they could be with Zach Wilson. That being said, I'm not sure how good Zach Wilson's going to be when he comes back. But still, I still think this D-line looks very good, and I would not be surprised to see Joe Burrow sacked 3+ times, and it's just so shit. It is so shit, and I hate that I have to do this, but I got the Jets winning this one. I got the Jets 24, Bengals 23. I'm not very confident in this game, calling this game, the score of this game, anything. I'm not confident at all. I want to root for the Bengals, but the Bengals look like ass, so I guess we'll see. Okay, and our next game is the Philadelphia Eagles at the Washington Commanders. So, Eagles offense, man, they are the real deal. Jalen Hurts looks like he is thriving right now. It is crazy to see how good they are. I definitely would not want to play these guys right now. Their defense is a little bit weird. They give up a lot of yards, but they only gave up 7 points last week. So I still do believe in this team. I think they are the best team in the NFC East. So I guess we will see about that, though. The Commanders honestly should be 0-2. I don't know how the Jaguars threw that game away in week 1, but this should be an 0-2 team. And I definitely don't believe in them at all. And I do expect this team to continue to struggle offensively just because, unfortunately, I don't trust Carson Wentz, and I don't want it to seem like I'm picking on him, but I haven't really seen much since that fluke year he had in Philadelphia. So, but this is kind of a revenge game, so we'll see what Wentz can do. But I have the Eagles in this one. I got the Eagles 42, Commanders 19. Eagles offense is so damn good, especially with AJ Brown. Damn, they're crazy. Okay, and our next game is the New Orleans Saints at the Carolina Panthers. So the Saints don't look that bad. I just don't know what they are, because I see Mark Ingram, and Mark Ingram has some really good runs, and then I don't see them doing anything on passing. But then Alvin Kamara is coming back eventually. I'm not sure when he is, but is this just going to be a run-heavy team, or are they just going to be a gadget team? I just don't understand what this team is. So I'm excited to watch this game to figure out more. But yeah, right now I have no idea what the Saints are trying to do. And Carolina, they're bad, man. Their offensive play calling is just really atrocious. And I don't like this team at all. And I'm not sure if you can blame it on Baker or Christian McCaffrey or who you want to blame it on. But when I look at the offensive play calling for this team, it does not look good. And you know what that means? That means something is going to be changed fundamentally with this team. And I've seen Baker have a new head coach almost every single season that he's been in the NFL. Do you know how shit that is for coach or for organizations, for players? It just makes you not want to play there. So I think that's where we're heading with this team, especially if they go 0-3 here, which I do have them going 0-3 here. I do have the Saints winning. Saints 24, Panthers 23. I would not doubt this game to go even lower scoring, but man, I think the Panthers are going to go 0-3, and I don't think their coach is going to have a job much longer, unfortunately. Okay, now we are getting to the late window of games, and we are starting with the Jacksonville Jaguars and the LA Chargers, two teams I am very high on. I like Jacksonville a lot. I like Trevor Lawrence, and I'm excited to see this team play an actually competent team in the Chargers, and we can see what this team is actually made of. I think Lawrence is going to continue to get better every single week. He just continues to get more comfortable, and I like what I'm seeing. Their defense was very stingy last week, but that was a rivalry game, so I guess we'll see. Like I said, I expect to see a lot, to figure out a lot about Jacksonville in this game. And Chargers, I want to see if Herbert's going to play. I almost don't want to pick this game until we see if Herbert is actually going to play, but that's not how this channel works. We're going to call this game anyway. I think they're going to be really bad without him. I think Justin Herbert is the heart and soul of this team. So without him, I think they're going to struggle a lot. I know they're just continuing to get more and more injuries with Keenan Allen, and yeah, I really hope this team can get healthy quickly and I really like Mike Williams. I think he thrived last week against Kansas City, and it was really cool to see him step up in that way. But yeah, I have the Chargers winning this one. Chargers 34, Jaguars 27. I would not be surprised if the Jaguars didn't score this many points, especially with how good I think the Chargers defense is. So we will see in this one. Okay, now let's get to the LA Rams at the Arizona Cardinals. So the Rams, with how many notable players they have on their defense, they can't stop anybody for shit. And if it wasn't for the Falcons literally fumbling and throwing interceptions for the Rams, I don't see the Rams winning that game. But yeah, and I don't really believe in Matt Stafford right now. He is just throwing the ball away willy-nilly right now. It is very, very poor ball control skills. It's very bad for the Rams. So I expect the Rams to continue to get better, just because they are that Super Bowl caliber team, but I guess we'll see. Arizona, I don't care that they won last week. I still don't believe in this team. This team just does not know what they are. I don't like anything that they're doing. I think the Raiders really, in my opinion, threw that game away for the Cardinals. And I expect this to be an actual test for us to see how good this team can be. If they can beat the Rams, okay, then I'll probably get more stock in the Cardinals. But as of right now, I have no faith in this team. I got the Rams winning this one. Rams 35, Cardinals 20. I have very, 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 very little faith in the Cardinals. Okay. All right, we had to talk about it. It's the Atlanta Falcons at the Seattle Seahawks. So Falcons, if they can just stop turning the damn ball over and maintain their goddamn leads, I think they're going to be a pretty decent team. I don't think they're very terrible. They don't look that terrible outside of the turnovers and throwing all their leads. But the Seahawks, man, I think I was really a little too hyped on the Seahawks after that Week 1 win against Russell Wilson and the Broncos. Their offense is bad. But it doesn't make sense for it to be as bad as it is with Rashad Penny, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, as many good players as they have on that offense. How do they not score a single point? I don't know. I think this team is going to go one of two ways. It's either going to be a full-blown reset, fire everybody, every single coaching staff member, fire all of them, every single one, get all of them out, and restart. Or they're going to continue to give Pete as much leverage as he wants and let him do whatever he wants, and this team is going to continue to be a 8-9 team. That's truly what I believe. But yeah, like I have written here, they haven't scored a single point, not a single offensive point at all in 6 quarters. How is that possible? They scored 7 points off a blocked field goal last week against the Niners. That was it. That's the only points they scored. I'm really down on them. I'm really down on the Seahawks. I do not have the Seahawks winning this one. I got the Falcons winning this one. Falcons 31, Seahawks 10. Like I said, I would not be surprised if the Seahawks do not even score these 10 points. They just look super bad offensively. And I know everybody wants to root for Geno. He looks like a good guy to me, at least from the interviews that I've seen. I'm not talking about anything off the field or anything like that. Just from the interviews that I've seen of him, people want to root for him. But yeah, I'm not seeing it right now. All right, and our next game is the Green Bay Packers at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So I don't know what the Packers are right now, man. I feel like I'm saying that about all these teams, but the Packers offense just doesn't excite me. It doesn't look that good. I don't see Aaron Rodgers being what he was in the years past. I just don't see this Packers team at all being what they were in years past. But they always beat the Bears, so I'm not even shocked by that win. I'm excited to see what they can do against better competition, so we will definitely be seeing that here. Buccaneers, they don't have Mike Evans this week because he was suspended. Brady's offensive line looks super bad, but Brady looks fucking pissed right now, and I love it. I love to see this. I think this is the best Brady that we can see when he is pissed. I just think he thrives under those conditions, and I have no idea who's going to win this game. This one's a real toss-up for me, but I'm not going to bet against Tom Brady. I got the Buccaneers winning this one. Buccaneers 23, Packers 20. This might even be lower scoring than this, but yeah, for me, I got a Bucks, but I'm not that confident about it. All right, now we are on to Sunday Night Football. The San Francisco 49ers at the Denver Broncos. So let me start from the bottom of my heart. I hope Trey Lance gets healthy soon, and I hope he can come back and take the reins back for the 49ers. But I am way higher on this team with Jimmy G right now. Trey Lance just wasn't looking that impressive to me in the 2 games, or the game and a quarter that he played. Like I said, he's just not, he doesn't excite me. There's nothing, I'm not seeing what everybody else is seeing. All these sports reporters and everything. Everybody's so high on Trey Lance. I just don't see it right now. But Jimmy G, he is the best game manager I've probably ever seen. I wish he was on the Seahawks because I feel like he could get us to a Super Bowl. I genuinely believe that. Just because he won't lose you the game. That's genuinely what I believe. And honestly, they are right now, the Niners are my pick to make it to the Super Bowl. You heard it here first, all right? And the Broncos, man. I don't know if Russ is just bad now or if Nathaniel Hackett is just not a good coach. I don't understand what is going on with this team. How have they just, I think they scored 16 points in both games. I don't understand how this team is this bad. They genuinely need to get their shit together. They need to get this offensive coaching together. They need to capitalize on these red zone opportunities and just become a more cohesive team altogether. I don't understand how they're this bad. I got the Niners winning this one. I got the Niners 27, Broncos 17. I would not be surprised if the Broncos did not score 17 points. They look bad, man. They look awful, and I don't know what they're doing. All right, now we are on the final game of Week 3, the Dallas Cowboys at the New York Giants, Monday Night Football. Cowboys, I genuinely think this offense, this team as a whole, believes in Cooper Rush over Dak Prescott. I know that's super hard to believe because Dak Prescott is technically their starting quarterback, the quarterback they're paying this boatloads of money to, but I don't see what Dak brings to this team that Cooper Rush isn't elevating them up. I just don't see it. And I know Jerry Jones, he was heard on a I think it was his radio show. He said maybe Cooper Rush stays as the starting quarterback for the rest of the year. We'll see. If Cooper Rush keeps winning, I'm not taking him out of any games. And I think their defense can win them games as long as their offense doesn't lose them. I think their defense can put them in positions to win games. Giants, how are they 2-0? How are they 2-0 with Daniel Jones? I'm not trying to be a hater. I don't believe in Daniel Jones. I haven't seen anything that made me want to believe in Daniel Jones. And I think if you figure out how to stop Daniel Jones and Saquon, this team is over. This team will not be winning any more games. And I think Dallas's defense is going to be that team that shuts this team down. I have Dallas winning this one. I got the Cowboys winning. Cowboys 27, Giants 24. I would not be surprised if this game was not even this close. But yeah, I got Dallas winning, and that concludes my Week 3 NFL predictions. Tell me what you liked. Tell me what you didn't like. Did I shit on your team? Did I shit on my own team like I did, my Seahawks? Let me know in those comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.